Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got that heart piece, bro. At 6 hearts now. Look at us.
Oh, God, dude.
Out here, bro.
All right. You're late.
Oh,
what took you so long? You're useless.
Yeah, that's a good voice.
That's my mom, dude.
That's your mom's voice? That's
No.
your imitation of your mom?
What she was saying.
Oh,
you're useless.
Damn, that's cold.
I was just lonely. That's all. Just a little.
Yeah.
Is this something that annoys you? Like how many explanation points people put at the end of a sentence?
Like in text messages?
It just isn't anything you see. Like, so right there, she had 2 explanation points at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be like 1, 3, and then like a ton, depending on like how the excitement level.
All right, I see.
Like 2 just doesn't look right to me.
It's not excited enough?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, because you got 1 is like, yeah, and then like 3 is like,
yeah!
yeah.
And 4 is like, yeah!
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
You catch my
do
drift.
you know that 3 dots is called an ellipses?
Yeah, I learned that.
I just saw it on a TikTok.
Yeah.
We watched the same TikTok?
We might have.
We watched the same fucking TikTok?
I see a lot of them you send me like later on.
Okay. I don't remember sending it.
You look cool. Cooler than I thought you would anyway. Just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you.
I wonder what your voice for her was last episode.
What do you wish? Just tell me. I want that spiritual stone.
Give me that stone beach.
Do you mean the spiritual stone of waters or the sapphire, don't you? My mother gave it to me and said I should give it only to the man who will be my husband.
Sapphire is such a pretty stone.
Sapphire, yeah.
Yeah, it's such a pretty dark blue.
Yeah.
So pretty.
I think this one is, but it's like see-through for some reason.
Well, yeah.
I'll give you my most precious possession, Sword Sapphire.
I think sapphire is my birthstone.
Really?
I think so.
Mine's like diamond or something like that.
I think it.
I'm a bougie bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yes sir. Yes sir. Yes,
I'm
sir.
so bougie.
Yeah. I am a sapphire, bro.
Sapphire.
I'm totally a
Dude,
sapphire.
You're what? Not. What's that whale Pokemon? On the cover of Sapphire.
So how do you feel about new Pokemon game?
It's good. It might be all right. Like, I don't know. It's so confusing to me that they would release an open world Pokemon after they just teased up this Arceus for years.
Yeah.
Arceus or is it Arceus or
Arceus. I don't know, honestly.
But yeah, after they teased this open world new Pokemon game for years, they are like, all right, that's been out for a few days. Let's announce the next humongous Pokemon game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably still gonna get it, but
just because it's a new gen.
yeah.
Because I always had to get a new gen. Like, for some reason, I always even, like, make my team when I get new gen, only new gen. I almost refuse to use any older gen. Because, I want to see what this region has to offer.
Yeah.
And they've gotten to a point where there's so many fucking Pokemon that they only ever add, like, a handful of new gen now. And then they just, like, redesign a bunch of old ones.
Mm.
So I hope they kind of don't go in that direction.
Yeah.
But they probably will.
Guess we'll have to see. Because the new one is just like a catch-a-thon, right? Like, all you're doing is catching Pokemon, yeah.
In a sense, you're building the first ever Pokedex.
Yeah.
So you're like, studying them. Yeah, and there's, like, a story, like, you fell from the sky and, like, a time rift, and you have to, like, fucking make a bunch of evil Pokemon not evil again or something.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually, like, in the last minutes of it. I have yet to beat it, but it's fun. I've had a really good time just, like, running through the world.
Good little romp.
Just fucking catching Pokemon. You don't have to fight every single Pokemon, but you can. You can, just like a traditional Pokemon game, you can fight them.
That's an option.
Yeah, you can fight them and, like, then catch them, and it's 100% like a traditional Pokemon game without gyms.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. And I think that's what they were doing with Arceus. They were really testing the waters, you know? I think they were like... Because if you look at, like, the map in Arceus, I really should bring it and play it or something. It looks so much like they used, like, a weird, like, third-party game building engine.
Oh, really?
Like, the world itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just, like... it's not a pretty world. Like,
yeah, no, not at all.
Like,
not
at all. It literally looks like they picked, like, a blank flat background or square, and then they took, like, a world builder app and, like, built a mountain and built a river.
Yeah, that is kind of what it looks like, yeah.
And it's kind of just, it's pretty ugly in that sense, but they put a lot of attention to detail in the gameplay aspect of it, because the gameplay all works out. Like, everything in it runs very smooth. It's fun to do everything in it. They half-assed the story, they half-assed the world, but they put all the attention to detail into the how the Pokemon looks, how the characters look, and the gameplay. Like that, those are the three biggest things. Like it's amazing. And then I think it was testing the waters for this new one, right?
So to see like how people
are gonna react, because if people really hated it, like absolutely hated it, they would they just wouldn't play it.
No.
And I think they were like, all right, we got something here. I've never done it like that.
Yeah, I think you can do it this way, dude. I thought you could. It just would. Maybe I gotta throw it straight at it. Maybe I'm doing it the weird way.
How have you ever done it as a kid like this?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. I picked it up with this. Oh no, maybe not.
You know how I always did it?
Maybe there's a chicken or something?
A chicken, yeah.
Maybe that's it.
With the chicken. I don't think you can pick up heart pieces with
maybe
that.
I can pick up the Skulltulas, maybe.
You can pick up Skulltulas with it, yeah. And there's a Skulltula on the ladder at night.
Yeah.
Which is an aspect of this game that I always forget. So there's like 50% of the Skulltulas I've probably never seen before.
Yeah. Yeah. I never collected them all either.
And there's always a Skulltula in the dungeon that you're in that you can't get to until you're in the next dungeon and get the item from that dungeon.
Yeah.
And then you have to go back to fucking get that Skulltula.
Yep.
It's annoying.
It's super annoying. Yeah, it's one of those things, and then plus, I think only the first 50 really matter, and then there's 50 more, but you don't get anything besides like a huge rupee for it. Because if you get like 50 of them, I think you get the biggest wallet in the game for this one at least.
Is it the Skulltulas or the Great Fairies that give you the heart defense, the white rings around your heart?
That's in Majora's Mask.
It's in this one too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so yeah, it's in this one
I thought the Great Fairies only gave you these
the din things. Yeah. So it is through the Skulltulas. I think that's the final prize for the Skulltula.
Maybe. I thought it was just a huge rupee that was like worth 1,000.
Bro, I'm googling it.
Yeah,
I'm googling it
because I could have swore only the first 50 are the ones that matter.
Let's see here. Let's see. Adult's wallet, Stone of Agony, Giant's wallet, 10 Bomachus, Piece of Heart, unlimited rupees. It's after 100. How many are in the game?
Damn. I think 100 is the limit. So it was it's not that you get a huge rupee, you get infinite rupees.
I think it just means you can hold infinite.
Yeah.
I want to know how you get the heart.
But you don't really need in this game, because what are you buying? Especially at that point.
Defense. Where are we at? Great Fairy of Courage, who resides in a Great Fairy fountain found in the wasteland surrounding Ganon's castle.
Okay. So you can get the rings around the heart.
Yeah, the entrance to the fountain is blocked by a gigantic stone block, which can only be removed with the golden gauntlets. It's cool. Yeah, after Link's hearts will be covered with a white outline, indicating it Link's enhanced defense.
What an enhanced boy.
What an enhanced boy.
Such an enhanced
boy.
Enhanced.
Ooh,
so handsome.
He's so handsome. You're so handsome. Such a young
Did you ever
boy.
have like a granny who would call you handsome all the time? Or like someone in your family who would call you handsome?
No, not really. I didn't see a lot of family growing up. But Dana has an aunt who always says how beautiful she is. She always goes, "Oh, you're so beautiful." And she tells me all the time after. She's like, I feel like she tells me I'm beautiful all the time because she thinks I'm ugly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm like, wow. I was like, I call you beautiful all the time. She's like, that's different. And I was like, okay, as long as you don't think that about me.
Right.
Like, that would be weird.
Right. You know, families are weird, dude. No, my family is always like
sometimes
brutally honest. So like my family is like, when my brother started gaining weight, they're like, oh, you got big. Like immediately.
Straight up. Well, yeah, I get that.
And they did the same thing when I like got a little chubby. They like immediately
hey, what's
called
going
me
on?
Yeah.
He chomp here.
Right, exactly.
What do you gotta do with this girl?
Don't I gotta get his song?
Let's sing together. You gotta chase the horse for a second.
No, I got it. It's I was just like not lined up perfectly.
Yeah, that's the one thing about this game, and that's how I was just playing Majora's Mask, and I accidentally used the potion to give to the witch lady.
So
because I was standing right in front of her, and I thought it was like a modern game, and I could just show her the fucking item, but instead he was like, gulp.
Yeah, just drank it up. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking yanking it, bro. I almost thought I heard a fucking animal throwing up at your door.
It's possible, dude.
Cats,
my cat throws up all the time for some reason. He eats too quick.
Yeah?
That's what I think it is, dude.
Our cat, the boy one, he does throw up sometimes, not a lot. But it's literally if he eats anything that's not his food, that's very specific food, or like treats.
Yeah. And
the baby, she likes wet food, and normally he's like, I don't like wet food. But every once in a while, I'll catch him munching on it, and then he's like,
yeah.
And I'm like, why do you do that?
Yeah. Cats are wild, dude.
Well, it smelled kind of good. Or they'll fucking eat plastic. Oh my god, that's the one that gets me all the time.
My one of my cats eats plants all the time.
Plants, they do love plants. Yep, that's for sure.
And the thing is, most plants cats are like allergic to.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there's very few plants that they're not. So they're like most plants are fucking deadly as hell.
I have a cat allergy too, so it's like having cats just kind of sucks.